Deborah Griffin. She's the RFU Council World Rugby representative, but for us, really important overall because she was the chair of the committee who organized the first World Cup in 1991. Welcome, Deb.
Well, it's lovely to see you, Erika. I still remember, and we're talking 40 years ago, over 40 years ago, that we came off the pitch and I just thought that was the most fun I'd ever had. I just loved it. I loved the camaraderie. I'd always played, I'd swum and I'd done running, so I hadn't really participated in a team sport. And I loved the camaraderie, I loved the physicality, I loved the intellectual part of playing rugby. I'm sure it was a really awful game. And then we just encouraged, I think we were probably quite a special group of people, and then that time just came together. We encouraged other universities to start playing, we challenged them. And so by 1983, we had 16 universities playing in England and Wales, and a club side as well, Magor was in Wales, and that's when we formed the Women's Rugby Football Union. Do you know, I've thought about this long and hard and had lots of opportunity over the years to think about this. I'm not sure, personally, I don't think we had for a long time a vision of what it could be. I think we just took challenges as they came along and thought, well, what's the next thing we should do? I mean, certainly the first World Cup was a little bit like that. And obviously the first international was like that. So we never really had this vision of what women's rugby should be. We were very naive. We were very ignorant of things. We didn't know much about the RFU. We didn't have much to do with them. And we didn't know what we couldn't do. And that's something that stayed with me all my life, is that if you don't know what the barriers are, if you don't know what the challenges are necessarily, sometimes you can achieve far more because you're not put off by those barriers, you're not put off by those things that might stop you doing something. Yes, there were people who said, oh, women shouldn't play rugby, women couldn't play rugby, but we just thought, well, why not? And we didn't think about, creating a national governing body for rugby in Britain or England or whatever, or even then, conversing with people around the world. We didn't see that as a barrier. Well, it's opportunity. As I said, it's opportunity. You can't have freedom without the opportunity to do things. And I suppose in that sense, for me and other administrators now, it's about creating those opportunities for people so that they can be free to do those. I think it's friendship as well, and camaraderie, in the sense that you need to do it within a safe environment. Being free, you need to feel safe. So that is about having your surroundings and the people around you looking after you, and creating that safe environment. And it's freedom of thought as much as anything else, being able to say what you think. It's a picture, and it's a picture of a good friend of mine getting married, and all the people around it are people I played rugby with, and we still go away every year together. We haven't the last year or two because of COVID, and it's about that friendship and support I mean, I think the picture's 12 years old, but I still have it sitting and looking at it in my office, because I know that those people there have my back. I know that those people there will be supportive of me, whatever happens. And so it links into that safe environment. When I'm with them, I can say what I want, I can express my feelings, and that ability in many ways comes from the fact that we played as a team, we had each other's backs on the pitch, we understand each other, we trained with each other for many, many years. And so rugby has given me that friendship and that camaraderie and that freedom, which is very, very similar to, you know, I hear that so many times from people who are playing or who've retired. You know, if that's almost the number one thing that people have got from rugby. And we think of it as a sport, we think of it as physical fitness and all of that. But actually what people get from rugby is that friendship and that camaraderie and that support and that network. Those things are life changing. I talked to my daughter about it as well, and whilst I have a lot of songs that I love poetry, and a lot of those things are associated with different times in my life. I couldn't think of words that would inspire me, but I thought about it the other way around. What does inspire me? And it's people. You know, everybody has been inspired. Well, not everybody, but most people have been inspired by Nelson Mandela and the travails that he went through and what he gave up in his life to achieve what he wanted. And then that wonderful moment when he presented the trophy at the Rugby World Cup in '95. You know, that we're all inspired by that. But it's also everyday people. It is the young girls who are playing who, you know, say, why can't we do this? Can we do this? And take those on and go forward with that. So they inspire me. But, you know, other people, I chair a small charity, and our CEO, you know, works tirelessly for the beneficiaries of that charity. So it's people and the things that they do to achieve good things. And that's what's really inspires me, and that inspires me every day, actually.
One rugby,
one love.